Hey, what's going on, guys? So, yesterday, Jaylon Smith finally signed his extension. Uh, Broke a little around the afternoon time, and then they had a press conference, which I live streamed on Instagram. So, you can go check that out. I just recorded like kind of the back end of it. But yes, Jaylon Smith finally signed his contract deal, and man, you just think about where Jaylon Smith came from, like what kind of person he is. His injury. He had that injury in back in 2016. From that, I think it was the Fiesta Bowl versus Ohio State, and man, it was just such a devastating injury that you thought that he wouldn't come back from that. The whole drop foot, um, not being able to play after that. A whole bunch of experts and all the scouts were saying that he's done. Was a top five talent. Would have gone top five if he was perfectly healthy in that draft. But as we all know, he fell to the second round to us, and we took a chance on him. And kudos, to Jerry or whoever gave the thumbs up for that, the doctors and whatnot, uh, and definitely paid off. Coming into coming to today, he's an absolute beast. He's flying around like like it looked like he would have if he didn't get injured. So just the absolute right kind of guy that Garrett preaches about. He's like the model for that. So I think it's only right that we pay him first in these contract negotiations. It's kind of what the players you want them to follow through by. If you want a contract, you got to be kind of in that Jaylon Smith model. Be that right kind of guy, positive attitude, throughout the whole thing, and you'll get your money. Jaylon, ever since he was injured, I remember just looking back every day, clear eye view. Everything's gonna be good. He was just a really positive guy. Never let anything get him down. So that's awesome. Glad he got his extension, and some of the details on that extension is 6 years, 68 mil, 35 guaranteed, and an average of about 11.5. Now that's a little cheaper than what we initially got. Initially we got around like 12.8, 13 mil, but it's 11.5. I got that from spotrac.com, and that's an absolute steal. He's sixth behind Bobby Wagner, CJ Mosley, Deion Jones, Quan Alexander, and Luke Kuechly, which are all really great players, really great linebackers. And man, if he's in that conversation for sure, but if he's around six, that's awesome because we all know Jaylon is gonna be a great player. He's already a great player. So Cowboys timed this really well, and it just sends a message to the rest of the Cowboys players now and in the future that you're not gonna get a contract by having off the field issues and all kinds of being impatient basically. So really love that. In terms of the other contracts, I think that, and I'm just kind of spitballing here, but I think that this sends a message that we're tired of the players, of the Randy Gregorys. We're tired of the David Irvings. And quite frankly, I think Jerry's tired of Zeke. His off the field stuff, we all know, is kind of a childish attitude. His sending the message to his agent. I think we're tired of that. And Jason Garrett's been preaching the right kind of guy for a while, but I think that we're going to really try to stay true to that model, drafting, only those kind of guys, just really positive leaders, and won't create a distraction for your team. So no way in hell Antonio Brown's ever coming on this team or anyone like that. But Zeke's not fully mature yet, obviously. So I don't know. He's playing hardball. He's trying to get his money, and I'm just tired of talking about it. Honestly, it's freaking pain in the ass, and I just wanted to get done, just like all of you. But I think it'll go into the season, honestly, the Zeke contract. Right now, we have a little bit of the leverage with Tony Pollard, but it's not much. I think Zeke knows that he has the full leverage for the season. And worst comes to worst, I think that if there's a stalemate, I think that we're gonna go the whole season without Zeke. Now, that's crazy to say, and right now it just looks like, oh yeah, we're gonna get it done in the next couple weeks, yada yada. Uh, but then the next couple weeks comes, it's not done yet. I think that the Cowboys brass and Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, and Will McClay, they know they can get a running back, in almost any round of the draft. So, and that's the easiest position to replace. This offense, you can kind of insert them in this, like a DeMarco Murray, who could still produce, not at the level of Zeke, but could still produce and be effective. And if you have that quarterback right there, it can definitely be really great. So it could go like that. That's kind of the worst case scenario, but I think Cooper will be next. I think Byron will be somewhere in there. Just off the field, like really great guys. Just keeps their head down, grind. Those kind of players will get done first. I think Dak will be next, and Zeke will be last, just because of the nature, because running back and how expensive it is to pay a running back and whatnot. So I think we're getting our nuts and bolts down first, and then if we want to be fancy and spend on Zeke, then we will. But I think they're still in the process of thinking it over. Do they really want to commit to that? Can Zeke stay healthy? He's shown he has so far, but we give him, I don't know, 400 touches a year, somewhere around that. So remains to be seen. And it's pretty much it from yesterday, the big news from Jaylon. But other than that, the only other news was Jerry Jones making that little quote. Just one quote can go crazy, with Jerry. But he says he has the right to joke with Zeke. And he's talking about when after the game he was like, Zeke who? And we all knew it was a joke. At least I did. But we all knew it was a joke. And his agent took it real personal and serious and disrespectful. I think that was just a negotiation tactic. But he said it was disrespectful. And Jerry looked really mad. Looked at the camera. He said, I have the right to joke with him. And that just says he's been through a lot. He's gone to bat for Zeke, and probably a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we don't know about. So that's kind of interesting. So there it is. Pretty much all I got on that. Let me know what y'all think. Go ahead and comment. What do you think of the whole contract situations and going on? What do you think about Jaylon getting his money? Is it a good deal? Is it not? And let me hear it. So thanks for watching, y'all. I will catch y'all later. Peace.